Hello. Am I muted? No, are you muted? I wasn't saying anything. I was having what do you call it? Silence as a thingy. What do you call it? Silent hype or what's the word? Just for dramatic effect. Silence for dramatic effect. You know, it's like, oh man, the music's gone. No, it's just the FFA. Yeah. I'll get to that question in a second, Rich. We just started our stream today. Literally just started our stream. We just finished playing some awesome music, letting people jam out into chat. I like to say hello first. That's the first thing I like to do. Don't go pulling a tank. Don't go breaking my heart. There's a different, I mean, like, you can have silence for a dramatic effect as long as it's done right, or not overly done. Cough, cough, tame. So if one is gone from chat for no reason, who knows VG's actually timed them out. Yep. He's just a rude dude, crude, lewd, dude, guy. That's what he does. He times people out. That's what he does all day long. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome into another awesome episode of Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. This has been a joy of a remaster. It's exactly what every remaster should be. That's it, period. That's exactly what every remaster should be, which... Thank you, Iridium, first off. Sorry. Thank you, Finn, for 40 freaking months in a row, dude. Wow, that's a lot of months. Iridium with 37, right behind it with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. And Maggie Max, thank you for that sub. That new sub, taking advantage of that half off September. Appreciate that. There's been a lot of new subs this month, and I really appreciate that love and support. The half off. I'll get to why this is the best port in a while. There's been a lot of hate, especially among speedrunning communities, and I'm afraid that those kinds of influencers are gonna have a negative impact on this game because it is good, and you need to know why, and you need to ignore the haters. We're about to enter Disc 3. We just got Odin and Tonberry last night, and I can't remember where I just got the boat. I forget where to go, but we'll figure it out. Let's say hello really quickly. By the way, this is our early stream, our Saturday early stream, so we're a little bit early by about 3 hours, but we're gonna be ending about 5 hours early, so it's not gonna be full 8, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. First off, we got Ryu Power, what's up? Only Keo, how's it going? Finn, what's up, man? KB, how you doing? What's up, Master VG? Dark Kuko, Guten Tag, man, what's up, dude? Crescents, how you doing? Playing the bangers, dude. Xenoblade Chronicles. Mitsuda and Shimamura combining their juicy talents. Oh, it's magical. 10 Code Riot, what's up, man? Cyberventure, what's up? Spasmodius. I missed the 3D waifu part. Oh, for Witcher 3, yeah, right? You can do it in that game. You can have the sex with the girls and everything. It's amazing. Kiwi, what's up, man? Cyberventure, I think I said hello, but hey, that's 2. J Rich, what's up, man? Mackie Max, what's up, dude? Blue Harvey, how's it going, man? We'll get to the question in a second. Relic, what's up? Or Relic, rather. You've been a few FF streams today, and in every one of them, the chord was in them trashing the game. That's unfortunate. Let's not do shit talking though. Chord's a good dude. He has a negative opinion of this remaster, but again, it's like oh, there's a redneck driving by. It's like almost entirely speedrunners because they have like this. I don't know. I'm a speedrunner, and I can kind of see I can kind of see myself sort of lording over, you know, as judge, jury, and executioner of how a remake should be done for my favorite game that I speedrun, and he speedruns this, so I can understand why he would be a little bit more judgmental. But I think there's a lot of negativity amongst a lot of retro Final Fantasy speedrunners with newer Final Fantasy projects, and they're almost always gonna trash on them. I've seen it almost every single time with a lot of retro. There are some people specifically, not retro speedrunners in general, but there's a lot of retro speedrunners out there, especially Final Fantasy speedrunners, that will always trash every single new Final Fantasy project no matter what. And there's no reason to trash this one at all. Everything, what's going on, dude? I said Crescents. Oh, Vassar, what's up, man? It's Psycho Sheep. Yep, early BGG stream is early. It's Saturday, man. Saturdays are early because D&D later on, yeah. Is it faster? Well, if not, I'll never play it. That's not necessarily that. It has little to do with the speedrun aspect of it, but more elitism. It's swamped in elitism. But again, it's not just speedrunners that are trashing it. There's a lot of like other outlets and media sources that are similarly minded, where they just want to trash every new Final Fantasy project no matter what. Yeah, I managed to get my fat ass out of bed, Psycho Sheep, basically. It was 9:30 and I'm like, I want to stream, I want to play. I could sit in bed for another half hour, but yeah. All right, so why is this the best remaster ever? It is, in all accounts, 100% Final Fantasy VIII. It plays, it feels, and it looks just like Final Fantasy VIII, except for a slight polish on everything. Redone models. All the menus are nice and crispy. Text is great, font is great, and it's just a better version of Final Fantasy VIII. I'm reluctant to say it's better than the original, just because there's that nostalgia factor you get with the original that you just can never get anywhere else. But they made a true to form port, which is what everybody clamors for. Everybody clamors for this when they ask for a port. They want it to remain untouched, just brushed up with an HD brush. But then when they add new features or they change something like an FF10 with the facial expressions, or they take things out. This is, listen, when you play FF9 on PC or FF7 on PC and you go through your menus and you're trying to go fast through your menus and it's like, I'm holding down the button. I'm mashing it as fast as I can go. This is as fast as it goes. Okay, that's FF9 or 7 on PC because you can't go faster than that. This is FF8 Remaster. Nice, snappy, fast menus, just like the original. That is probably the biggest thing of any of the old FF ports, like the PC ports, that is aggravating to no end, is the slow-ass garbage menus. FF3 is the same way. It's because it wasn't on mobile. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly the reason. And people complain far less about FF9 and 7 on PC than they do about this. And I don't understand why, because those are clearly more inferior. They have the same, like, awkward, grainy 2D images versus a slightly smoothed out model, but these are polished models that have been given new form on back of a slightly altered background. Now, you might be thinking, okay, what about the 2D backgrounds? They're grainy, they're awkward looking. Fair point, fair point. But you have to consider that, hey, first off, they couldn't do too much to those images because you can't add pixels. You can't add pixels to it, right? You can only touch up an image to smooth out some of the edges and color correct it a little bit. You can't just like make pixels like appear out of nowhere that give artistic form. You can make pixels happen to expand an image on a larger screen, but you can't like give artistic form to it. It's process. It's not art, right? Someone has to redraw those images to be high resolution and not grainy in any way. So the amount of effort that they put into the 2D pre-rendered backgrounds is about what they could have done. And honestly, they're really good still. It looks like you can see it's just a little fuzzy, right? Fine. But if you compare it to the original, it's way worse. And like you play for like 5 minutes, you don't even notice it anymore. It still looks really nice. It still has a lot of color correction and everything. And then you have Squall is no longer the hottest guy here, you know, meme going on. Like he looks great. He looks really, really good. They borrowed some aesthetic from Dissidia in order to kind of give him continuity between different games. But otherwise, like the world map has been smoothed out and everything. It looks a little nicer. Now, when you smooth out old polygons like this, you're gonna see some like lines on the ground because you don't notice that on PlayStation because it's blurry, you know? But as soon as you turn the camera or start moving, those lines go away and they're no longer there anymore. And it just looks smoothed out and polished because that's what this is. It's a smoothed out version of FF8. It's nice. It's like that on PS4 and PC and Switch. This is a great port. And one of the things that I really like about this HD port is that it doesn't try to be something that it's not. It doesn't try to like reinvent the wheel. It keeps Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII is great. It's really great. It's Final Fantasy VIII for all accounts and purposes, but slightly altered visually, and that is the most important part of the remaster of all, is that it is still Final Fantasy VIII. I can't remember if I need to find the garden or if I need to find Adia. I might need to go to, I think I need to go to Galbadia Garden, I thought, but I thought no, I don't go to Adia until I've awakened her, of course. I think I need to find the garden. I thought if I went to Adia's, then it's like you sense a presence behind you and it's the garden or something like that. Well, one thing about FF8, like OG FF8, is that like the freaking draw system was garbage, but they fixed that. They fixed it with this kind of way. They didn't change it, but what they did is they issued a speed up function. Just like FF9, oh, there's garden. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Just like FF9 and the others, they give a speed up function. So like now you don't have to do the painstaking drawing nonsense. I should probably do slight heal. Yeah, I agree, Caliber. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I gotta go into the town. It's funny, Glacko, because we literally just explained it. It's because this is a true to form, straight up FF8 game, just with a prettier picture, a prettier image. And people that complain about the image are nitpicking about things that they don't understand. Like why some NPCs are part of the 2D pre-rendered backgrounds. They don't understand that that was a trick from the PlayStation era to get more models on screen. Yeah, it looks awkward in some places, but it's only because it has to. It's because they're not changing the game. They're keeping it the same, but that means that some of the 2D pre-rendered images are going to look a little awkward, and that's okay. Yeah, so the big thing about this remaster, why it's being review bombed, is because of Siren censorship. So just like with Tifa Skirt FF7, people were review bombing FF7 Remaster before it even came out because of Tifa changing, and she didn't even, her breast size didn't even get reduced, man. It's so stupid. But you know, basement virgins and their need to have fat material over their best waifu just took to the internet to review bomb it. And the same is happening to FF8 because there was like a original Siren just had like leaves covering her up, which looked like pubic hair, and they changed it to have like a little frill around her instead. And that's the biggest reason why people are complaining. Right there. They're using that as a means to scream censorship and review bomb it. It is. Yes, the game is very loud. It's true. Normally it doesn't matter. It only really affects me as a streamer because I can't balance my audio with this game right now unless I get a different routing, which I'm working on, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Switch is a fantastic platform, dude. It is. The Switch is probably the best platform that's ever been released, ever. Yeah, there's that too. Also, like how censorship and what is considered adult content has changed over time. Like, having like bouncy jiggly boobies, as long as they're covered or has the nipple covered, that's not considered R or MA. But if you show something that looks like pubic hair, it's considered MA. And this is a teen rated game. But back in the day, you could kind of get away with it because like different colors of skin and other types of like hair weren't considered adult. But now with anime the way it is and so many different hair colors and like different styles of pornographic content, that's changed, you know. So it is now. I would say that would probably be one of the biggest reasons. I don't think it's necessarily that people like to complain as that there are people like directly out to get any kind of newer Final Fantasy project. I think that's really what it is more than anything. Just Final Fantasy haters using bullshit censorship as a means to take to the internet, screaming at high-pitched noises as they stand up with their arms raised, exposing sweat stains. Cheeto dust goes flying, screaming at pitches that can only dogs can hear. You know? It's just it's ridiculous because all we do is clamor and complain about how we want our ports to remain true to the original content, and we got that, and people are complaining, and it's like, why would you do that? We got exactly what we want out of a port, and people are going to try and trash it. Then we're not going to get this kind of port ever again if that happens. People gotta love it. You gotta shout it from the rooftops like me. You gotta shout it from the rooftops. You gotta be like, this is the port we've always wanted. Get on it. It's honestly, it's because, yeah, it's true. It is. It's because Final Fantasy is popular. And their favored franchise is not favored. You know, whether it be Tales of or Star Ocean or Neptunia, whatever. The port has frame rate issues. The original game ran at 30 FPS, and I'm pretty sure they kept that in a lot of areas, but I don't see any frame rate issues. Runs just fine. Yeah, they did a lot of work and it's only 20 bucks, right? I know. That's another big thing. It's only 20 freaking dollars. But yeah, I've not experienced any frame rate issues whatsoever in this port so far. But once again, I think one of the greatest things about this is that it can be updated. It could be altered and edited and fixed. I think I need to talk to them at the hotel first. No. I always forget what the order is. Yeah. $20? Do you know how many Subway footlongs that is? Preposterous. Hey, Watashi Machine, thank you for the host. Yep, every Saturday I do early stream now because D&D. Isn't Nintendo Online only $3 a month though? I mean, I get Nintendo Online because I play online games. But hey. $20 a year, yeah, which equates to, I guess, $4 a month-ish. Yo, what's up, Fable? Watashi with the 39 months. Thank you, Watashi, for 39 months. Yeah, every Saturday we start early now for the last couple months because of D&D. We got Phenomenon on the channel here. We go over to his channel and we play D&D. It's been a lot of fun. But I'd like to start a little bit early to make up for that. Why is this the best port ever? Because it is 100% in all accounts Final Fantasy VIII, just prettier. They touched up the background images as much as they could, the CGs as much as they could, and gave everybody nice new crisp models, but left the game alone. It plays and feels exactly like Final Fantasy VIII. It's exactly the port we've always wanted, and we finally got it, and people are complaining. So... better than FF4? Which port of FF4? Because the only port of FF4 that I know of is GBA. There's the PSP remake and the DS remake, but those aren't really ports. Xenoblade Chronicles is getting remade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game engine, so it'll definitely get some mega love. The PSP, those are remakes though. Those change the graphical aesthetic and the gameplay features and the styles of the game. So those run under a different category than a port or HD remaster. Well, the DS and the PSP FF4s are both different games. The DS FF4 isn't even FF4, it's completely different. The PSP plays in a very similar vein as the FF1 and FF2 PSP remakes, which are great remakes, by the way. The PSP versions of those games are quite good. I think I need to go back into my house, because I think this is when he makes the fish or something. So there is one minor complaint that is valid about this game, and that is you don't have 180 degree or 360 degree movement with the analog. Minor issue. Nine isn't a remaster, Watashi. That's a common misconception that is leading to a lot of the issues with this game. 7 and 9 on PC are not remasters. They are direct ports. All the models are run through software to like expand them in order to run in a 1080 environment or modern environment. They're not remasters. Nowhere on the title does it say FF7 or FF9 remaster. It's just FF9. It's just FF7. This is an actual HD remaster where the models are redone. They're not the same model, just in a different like scope. These are new models, new background touch-ups, everything. Everything in FF7 and 9 was not touched up. It was just ported to work in that environment. That's all. Yeah, that's what it is. FF7 on PC is just FF7 on PC. It's just a port. Same with 9. Same with the Switch versions. They're just ports. They were updated, but they weren't remastered. They were just updated to like run in a higher resolution environment. So they run through software. Yoshi can explain it. If Yoshi were here, he knows about it, but like the easy way to say is they're just uncompressed, but like that's not technically true, but it's kind of a similar idea. Oh, they have something. Oh, it's just gonna be Fyra. Like, these are actually redone models as opposed to just kind of like run through software to expand them. Big difference. You know, I don't know. I'm running this on Switch, so I stay away from PC games if I can. Unless it's like mouse and keyboard first-person shooter kind of thing. If I have to use a controller for it, I don't want it on PC. See you later, nerd. Stop! He's already dead! Oh, a strength up. Yeah, a port means you bring original assets into the game and you update them slightly in order to run in the environment that you're porting it to. A remake is completely remaking the game in a new engine and totally building it from the ground up again. A remaster is taking those original assets and polishing them up. But as in all accounts, it's still a port, just a graphical update only. By the way, you can tell that Fujin is a girl in this one. Like, you can actually clearly see feminine features, hips, and a bust line and everything. It's ridiculous. Like, I had no idea, like, when I first played this game that Fujin was a girl. It wasn't until a time after that I played it that I, you know, see her referred to as a girl.